Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to chat about Temporal Forces. A surprising update about Temporal Forces. Because you see, I've shown you all the products of Temporal Forces. That's what I do. News comes out, I show you the news. New products are revealed, I show you the products. It's kind of my thing. I have not shown you a Build and Battle Stadium for Temporal Forces. Now, I've shown you the Build and Battle box. I haven't shown you the promos. We know there are going to be one of 4 promos in each Build and Battle box. They're the things we use for pre-releases. At some point I will, because they'll be shown at some point, and they kind of have to be. And then we'll rank them like we always do, and it'll be lots of fun. Right now, I don't have that information, but we know they're coming. We know they're going to be used for pre-releases. We know it's going to be lovely. What we don't have are Build and Battle Stadiums. And from everything I can see, we aren't getting Build and Battle Stadiums. Now, I suppose I have to mention that there is technically, I suppose, a tiny chance that these get revealed and released later, or that we don't get them for Temporal Forces, but we get them for another set, maybe. You never know. But no, ladies and gentlemen, no, that's not happening. They do seem to be done. So the question is, why? And look, I told you guys many times, I taught business for like 13 years. When it comes to business, I really do know what I'm talking about. And the answer for why Build and Battle Stadiums is going away, I don't know for certain. I can't tell you for certain, but I can give you a pretty gosh darn good guess. You ready for it? They didn't sell well enough. That's it. That's your answer. 90% of the time, probably more, when a type of product stops being sold, the answer essentially is it didn't sell well enough. There might be manufacturing issues that stop some products or other weird reasons, but the vast majority of the time, when a product stops being sold, the answer is extremely simple. They didn't sell well enough. There we go. And the thing is, Build and Battle Stadiums are actually really cool products, but it probably is fair to say they didn't sell very well. Like, if we take a look at Obsidian Flames, purely because I've got a nice image of the contents, you can see that what you get is 2 Build and Battle boxes, 3 extra boosters, and then some extra stuff, counters and dice and all of that. Now, we used to get 4 extra packs, and I told you this when they changed it, and I know they had to change it because manufacturing costs were going up, and essentially they took away 1 pack so they could keep it at the same price. I understand that. It still makes me sad, because the whole point was you would do like a 2-player pre-release at home, and both players would get a Build and Battle box and 2 extra packs. But then when it went to 3 extra packs, not 4, then you could only have 1 extra pack each, and then there was 1 left over, and it just got a little bit awkward, alright? It became a bit less fun. But I personally was a big fan of these. I really liked them, but I didn't buy enough of them. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not buy. I know I got a couple of these over the years, but I've not gotten as many of them as maybe I should have done. And maybe that's the answer. Because these are very cool products, but there's nothing new in them. If we go back to the Obsidian Flames one, you get 2 Build and Battle boxes, where you can buy 2 Build and Battle boxes. You get 3 extra packs, which you can buy, and then you get kind of dice and all, but you can get them in Elite Trainer boxes. So you don't need this stuff. And Elite Trainer boxes, we're still getting them for Temporal Forces. It was a cool way to get Build and Battle boxes, but Build and Battle boxes are available. Although I've been chatting to the lovely Stephen Kent, he of Playscape Games, who has told us that in the UK and Europe, I don't think everyone is able to order Build and Battle boxes straight from the distributor. So the Build and Battle boxes tend to be more widely available in the US, and apparently this does actually have a knock-on effect on the price of pre-release promos. So this could actually, especially in Europe, have an effect in that it's increasing the price, and I'm not saying it will, I'm saying it could increase the price of the pre-release promos, which is obviously going to be kind of relevant, honestly. So keep an eye on that. We could see the price of them going up, especially in Europe. But if we go and have a look at what they're selling for, this kind of makes sense. So I just literally Googled Build and Battle Stadium. I wasn't being super fancy here, I just googled Build and Battle Stadium. And I found that over on Magic Madhouse, not a site I'm particularly fond of, but they're here, you'll notice that Silver Tempest down to 35 quid, Powder Air Revolve down to 35 quid, Astral Radiance down to 38 quid. And nestled in amongst them, the one from Obsidian Flames on the Pokemon Center at retail for 60 quid. Now, I know pre-Scarlet and Violet the prices were a bit different. We can literally look at Powder Air Revolve, the set before Obsidian Flames, and we can be like, oh, that's nearly half price. And I've checked all these, they are in stock on Magic Madhouse right now. It is literally down by 25 quid. So you're getting 2 Build and Battle boxes and 3 extra packs for 35 quid. That's really good. To put it another way, that's 11 packs, 2 pre-release promos and some accessories for 35 quid. And actually, little tip from your old pal Wassy here, these might be worth picking up. But that's the thing. I told you guys I have picked up a couple Build and Battle Stadiums in the past, but I'm going to be honest with you now, I like picking these ones up when they go cheap. 35 quid for a Build and Battle Stadium is really good. That's majority of the time, that's when I've been picking them up. And the thing is, generally speaking, these are available quite cheap. Like Hamleys are currently selling, it's only a little bit off admittedly, but they are selling the Lost Origin Build and Battle Stadium below RRP. And this is relevant because Hamleys is literally famous. If you go to London, by the way, go to Hamleys. Hamleys is awesome. But Hamleys is famous for being expensive. Years and years ago, a friend of mine went to Hamleys, bought me a Pez dispenser, gave it to me in the Hamleys bag because they needed me to know it had come from Hamleys because it was way too expensive for a Pez dispenser, but it had come from Hamleys and it's kind of cool to buy stuff from Hamleys. And that's kind of telling when even Hamleys are selling them below retail. And this is how we know they haven't sold well enough. This is a very simple business lesson right here. When stuff is selling really well, you don't drop the price. You just sit there and let it sell and count the money. When stuff isn't selling well, you have to lower the price because it's sitting on the shelf. It's sitting in the warehouse. It's taking up space. And that costs money. It is not free to keep stuff. Storage costs money. So if you're keeping these unsold products, after a while, you're literally sitting there paying a decent amount of money for nothing because you're not selling them, you're not making any money, but you are paying to store them. So it's not that you're not making money by not selling them, you are actually actively losing money by not selling them. See where we're going with this? And there's your answer. You can't keep doing this. So you lower the price to get rid of them. Which means that when you've got products like the Build and Battle Stadium, which I'm sorry to say, are fairly regularly being sold below retail, and you see the discounts I showed you at Mad for Miniatures, they are steep discounts. That is a shop's way of saying, nah mate, we're done with these, we don't want these anymore. We're just going to lower the price and get them out the door. Essentially, the more you want to get rid of a product, the more you lower the price to try and sell them a little bit faster. And I've noticed that this has been happening for a while, but I'll be honest with you, I still didn't really expect them to get rid of them. I didn't expect Pokemon to stop selling Build and Battle Stadiums. But it really does seem like that's happening. So to recap, Build and Battle Stadiums really do seem like they are gone, and it does not look like they are going to be coming back. There is a chance they come back in future sets, but if they're going to the effort of getting rid of them in a situation where they haven't been selling well, I don't see why they would get them back. But Build and Battle boxes are less available in Europe, according to some people I've spoken to, like the lovely Stephen Kent, and that does mean that we could see these pre-release promos being harder to get a hold of, which could end up raising the price in the future. But do please notice how I'm saying could. This is not a guarantee. I'm not saying it will happen. I am saying that there is a chance that it could happen. This is something that wasn't on my bingo card for Temporal Forces, but it does seem to be happening, and they're already gone. Paradox Rift had a Build and Battle Stadium. Temporal Forces does not. But look, while we're here, there are some really good deals on Build and Battle Stadiums around. And you do get your stamped pre-release promos and a bunch of packs. And yeah, might be worth going after some of these before it's too late. Just putting that out there. Right, that's what you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me if you like building battle stadiums, tell me if you picked any up, tell me if you're sad they're going, tell me if you don't really care. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kind of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely It's a Coaster, who is one of the more active members over on our Discord and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.